welcome to the Game Boys podcast. Today, I'm your host, Perry Dactyl, and I'm joined by some of the greatest guys around. We got Steve-O Hobo.
Hey, what up?
And we got Rasputin.
Hey, how you doing, Perry?
Unfortunately, heavy-eyed Mitch Kramer, he's not gonna be with us today. I heard he got taken by Krampus or something. You guys know anything about that?
Shoot.
No, that sounds scary,
That's
man.
news to me.
Well, if you haven't guessed already, but this is going to be the Christmas Game Boy special, and because of that, we got our wintry friend, snomaN Gaming.
What are you guys talking about? I'm here. This is Mitch.
What a plot twist!
Yeah, I'm here to talk about games.
I'm Mitch from New Zealand. That's all you need.
Rocket League.
All right.
You got a bad mouth Undertale.
Oh, man. No, I'm snomaN. What's up? Hey.
Welcome to the cast, Snow.
Hey, snomaN, thanks for showing up!
Anytime, man. Anytime.
So, before we get into the spirit of Christmas and all that kind of jazz, what have you guys been up to?
I've been working on an old video. Just
Yeah?
played Half-Life 2 for the first time. Had a really fun time with it. Not so much the same experience as Raz over here.
Yeah,
I had
Steve's never
fun.
played it.
Rasputin.
Man, I mean, it was.
Why did we
it was
collab,
fine.
Raz? Come on. Why did we collab?
It's a fine
Sure.
game. It's just, it hasn't aged super great.
I agree.
I don't know.
I had a lot of fun with it up until about halfway, and because it's when you go back to once I hit Nova Prospect, which is the prison, it started to slow down and get a little tedious, and I was like, okay, the rest of the game's not that great. And then I got to the ending where you're climbing up the Citadel, and that was super fun. So I was like, I'm glad I finished it. So yeah, and just playing same old Rocket League, crap like that, you know.
You still going hard in Dark Souls, bro?
I've been taking a break. I was recording the whole game and streaming it at the same time on different files, but I've been taking a break. So that's pretty much it.
What about you, Raz? What have you been up to, man?
Man, I've kind of been playing a lot of games. So I played Fallout 4 a fair amount, like most people. Except I don't think I play Fallout games right. Because I focus on like the main quest and finishing the main idea, the main thing that's set out for you, which I think Fallout 4 really does set you up to do. I think I would enjoy myself a lot more if I just ignored that and just walked around, which it sounds like when I've talked to you about it, Perry, that's what you do. And you have fun.
I think what Fallout does better than most of Bethesda games, for me at least, is like it makes me want to like explore. And I don't really get that sensation much in other games. I'm just like, I just want to do the main mission. I just want to beat the game. I want to be good. But like Fallout, I'm just like, man, I wonder what's in this big old gross building. Oh no, it's giant crabs. Okay, I'm gonna go kill these crabs and then get all the treasure. And like I just have a blast doing that. But doesn't sound like you do that.
I mean, it's fun. Like the most fun I had in the game was building my base. I had a lot of fun doing that. I think the crafting stuff is not great, but it's cool to see it in a Fallout game. There's a ton of stuff that they could do way, way better. And like small adjustments to make it less frustrating. Like the way that everything snaps. When you're building stuff, like the walls will snap together and you can't really angle corners. It's either 90 degrees or nothing. If you want them touching, that sort of thing has frustrated me a lot. But no, I've enjoyed the crafting. What else have I played? Oh yeah, I played Honey Pop for the first time, which is all right. And I think I've realized I like want to play more dating sims.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. So
stream that.
Maybe. When I said that to Perry, he said it's not really a dating sim, but it's kind of in the same vein, and you should check out Ace Attorney. So I have not started Ace Attorney yet, but I got like the trilogy pack or whatever with the first 3 games. So I'm excited to jump into that. That's probably going to be my next.
I called that game Hunipop for the longest time.
Hunipop.
See, I don't even know what it is, Snow. I jumped between
I think
both.
it's Huni.
It's honey pop.
Hunipop.
It's honey.
I said Huni and I got like
Huni.
slaughtered for saying
Huni.
that. So now I'm
But,
Honey
you know,
Pop. I guess.
honey pop's all right. It gets boring after like the first 3 girls, just because it's really repetitive and all that. But it was fun at first. And I don't like match 3 games that much, but I feel like I don't play enough of them for me to have been bored playing, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I felt the same way.
yeah, like I think if I played what's the popular one? Candy Crush or whatever, like if I played that a lot, I probably wouldn't be interested in Honey Pop. But you know, I haven't played enough match 3 games for me to hate it. I also played Titan Souls and beat that, which is all right. It was fun. I liked it.
That's the pixel art indie game.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, and
How long did it take you?
like 5 hours. About. It's pretty short. I mean, you can do it in like 20 minutes if you're good.
Yeah.
I'm not. But no, it's all right. I'm excited to see the guys that made it do more stuff. I think it's a cool idea and the movement's fun enough. I like the idea of you only having like one weapon that you use throughout the entire game that doesn't get better. And it's just about you getting better. The issue with it is like you can sometimes beat a boss just by sheer luck, and you can do it in the first second. And then it's like that boss who might have been really cool and had a cool design, you'll never know because it only takes one shot to kill a boss. And that happened a few times
you
where
can't like fight him again or anything.
I mean, unless you start a new game.
Right.
I don't know if there's a boss rush mode. There might be. I didn't really futz around with it too much. But yeah, so that can kind of suck because it's like there's these really well designed, or at least they look like they're well designed bosses. They have cool actual designs, and it seems like their movement might be cool. But if you kill it in the first second, it's like, oh, that was kind of dumb. But yeah, that's all I've been playing.
What about you, Snow? What have you been up to?
Man, you know, living the snow
Man.
life.
Man.
Let me tell you,
great,
man.
Oh, golly booger.
Golly booger, guys. Just been so much stuff. I've been editing, lots of editing. That's kind of just the snow life. I've been editing a snowcast. Wink, wink. If you like this cast, you might like the snowcast. And snow globes. That's been my life.
Yeah.
But like games I've been playing, to my surprise, I didn't think I would get into it, but I've been really hooked on CS:GO lately.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I see you've been playing that a lot.
Like, I mean, you know, I'm all about finding a new game and playing it, but for some reason, a game from like 5 years ago, now I'm hooked on.
Yeah.
I used to play Counter-Strike all the time. Like, that was my life in high school and stuff. But so it's fun to go back to it, and I kind of have that natural talent, like riding a bike. So it's fun to go back to it. That's kind of my go-to game on my new computer.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's exciting.
Yeah. So that's really been me. I mean, I'm moving in like a couple weeks, so that's starting to take its time with me as well.
Are you moving before the new year?
Yes, we're moving in like
Oh,
just a couple weeks. We already started packing, putting stuff up.
dude, that's not a great time to move.
Yeah, we're gonna move and then go to my parents for Christmas. So like, it's gonna be just a lot of stuff all around the holidays. That's why I'm doing all like the editing of stuff now for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy crap.
So, yeah.
Well, guys, I've just been like burning through a whole bunch of games. I'm just like looking at my stack of games off to the right of me. I'm just like, man, since the last podcast, I've probably beaten like 5 games.
Jeez, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I started out Fallout 4, but then I stopped playing it. I beat Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Really, really great. well, I don't know about the multiplayer. Multiplayer, like, I have a good time with, but it's pretty, like, it's much the standard affair. If you played the Advanced Warfare or whatever, the last one, it's pretty much the same thing, except for it's, like, more character focused for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But the campaign, though, is, like, this really cool, like, technology-driven sci-fi stuff. And you have, like, powers kind of like Mass Effect, and it's really, really engaging and fun. Really, really enjoyed that a lot. I was really blown away how much fun the gameplay mechanics were and stuff.
So they've like finally figured that out, how to make a very good single player campaign.
Well, like I don't think the story was particularly great. Like there's some cool moments. I thought the last game that I played the campaign for it had the one that had Kevin Spacey in it.
Yeah.
Like the campaign in that was way more interesting.
Okay.
But like the gameplay was so like good in Black Ops 3. I was like, whoa, y'all know how to make a good like single player. Like just make a good story with that, and y'all are good to go for every year. Freaking, I beat Yoshi's Woolly World. Ooh. Amazing, guys. If you liked Yoshi's Island, pick that up. I think it might be one of my favorite platformers this year, but I think it's just really understated. Like it's just like it's kind of like got the Tropical Freeze thing where every level has a new mechanic that you have to figure out, and it's really well developed, super fun, the music's great. I highly recommend that. I beat Rise of Tomb Raider, which is like Tomb Raider 2013, but like a lot better.
See, I liked Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
that came out in 2013. My problem with it is I played it right after I finished Far Cry 3, and I was kind of on a Far Cry 3 high. And like just because you see like images of the two games next to each other, like they kind of have similar settings. So I expected it to feel, for whatever reason, and I knew it wasn't, but I expected it to feel more like Far Cry 3, which was the mood that I was in. But then it was Uncharted with a girl, which granted, Uncharted
it's
is
definitely
Tomb
more
Raider
Uncharted with a girl.
But it was fun. I just don't think I gave it the best shot.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was replaying the first one a couple days ago just to see like what the big differences were, and man, it's not nearly as good as the new one. And like the weird thing about that is like I think they realized like what they could do to elevate it and make it look better, like more fun than Uncharted, and like they really focus on like platforming and stuff, and the tombs, aka dungeons that you raid, are so good. They're like legit like Zelda dungeons, and they are so much fun. But the only thing I don't like about that is like there's only two or three of them that you really need to do that are like in the main storyline. The rest of them are just like you have to go back to an area to find them, or they're kind of off the beaten path, which is kind of a bummer because they're really, really well designed.
It's like, why not just make it the game? Because it's
like why put more of a focus on that? I think the combat's pretty good. They do a lot of interesting stuff with that. The only thing I wish they put more of a focus on was like Laura has to survive. Like she has to eat food and drink water, that kind of stuff, stay warm. But there's none of that. It's just like more of an action game. They missed that in the first game, and they missed that in this one. Apparently there's a DLC coming out that has that mode. And I don't know if that just like covers the entire campaign or if it's just its own campaign separate from the game. But either way, I'm excited to see what that's like.
Yeah, like where you have to hunt stuff to eat it.
Yeah, like there's more focus on surviving, and it would kind of like enhance the overall difficulty of the game.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good game. Like I don't know, I'm thinking about making a video about it, but we'll see. What else have I been playing? Played Evil Within for a little while. I played Rivals of Ether. I still can't put that down. If you guys like Smash Bros, highly recommend checking that out.
I need to play more of that. I haven't tried out the new character yet.
Dude, new character is so cool. She's probably my second favorite.
Yeah, I heard it's definitely really good.
yeah, she like is focused on range attacks and just zapping all over the place. It's really, really fun. There's a lot more mind games with her, which I'm all about. But yeah, I think that's really about it. Besides that, I've just been working on one big project that should be coming out pretty soon. It might be out already by the time this podcast is out, so who knows. But yeah, that's really about it for me, guys. I guess we should move on to the topic at hand. Christmas and Game Boys and snomaN.
Hey! The ultimate combination.
Yeah, guys. It's a shame Mitch isn't here. Oh well.
Too bad he died.
Yeah, that's rough.
Krampus
Love
is pretty
Mitch.
brutal.
Love Mitch.
Yeah, how are we gonna get a thumbnail?
We're gonna have to.
I guess
contract
I'll PM Krampus later and see what's up.
Well, yeah. I mean, Mitch doesn't make the thumbnails. Jesse does. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot Jesse.
Jesse, edit that
the
part
thumbnails.
out. Edit that part out.
Yeah, Jesse, just rewind and cut it all out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesse.
Jesse, can you make me sound really good in this cast? Just like anytime I say something stupid, replace it with a better line. So like that right there, what I just said, make that a better joke.
He's got you.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
he's
it.
got
Cool. All right, good.
He makes us look good. So
Making sure, Boo. Just
Yeah.
anyway, Christmas. What about Christmas, Perry?
So, did you guys ever have like a moment where, like, for Christmas time, you got a really cool like gaming gift or something that really like meant a whole lot to you that kind of coincides with Christmas and gaming? Because that's kind of what our podcast is about.
Yeah,
Totally, dude.
I can jump
ahead,
on
Raz.
first.
Jump on, Raz.
So this isn't like a game exactly, but it led to a lot of gaming. The coolest or the most memorable present that I've ever gotten was, I think I was probably around 10 or 11. And my parents just got a huge television. It was like a 54-inch TV. Before that, like the biggest TV
Whoa.
we had was, like 20 inches. So it was pretty small. And it's just like to go from that to this huge thing, but this was before this is probably, I imagine HD TVs were out, but we still didn't have one. So it was still like a big box, like in the back.
Yeah.
It was a huge mess. But I just remember going downstairs and seeing this like flat screen giant TV, and like I was like, "Oh my god, that's a big ass TV!" And I like looked at my dad because I thought he'd be mad that I said ass, and like I was swearing. But he's like, "Yeah, son, that is a big ass TV." And I was like, I don't know, man. I played games on that for the part of my childhood that I remember. And because of that TV, that's like where all my friends would hang out. We would hang out in my basement and play Smash Bros.
Yo, that's rad.
Yeah.
yeah, it's totally like the friend's house that has the best TV.
Yeah.
That's where you go to play games.
Yeah. And so that was really cool because I also had no idea. Like, it wasn't like we had asked for a new TV or anything like that. They just thought it was time. I think sometimes the stuff that you don't expect to get is going to be the best because it comes out of nowhere and then it ends up being exactly what you wanted. Unfortunately, I had to see the TV die a few years ago.
No.
I was playing games with a friend. I'm glad that it died while I was playing video games, though. I feel good about that. But I was playing games with a friend, and like I hear a pop, and then like I smell fire, and then like it's
God.
a bigger pop, and the screen just goes off, and I see like light kind of flickering in the back, and then dying out. So
Dang.
it did not go quietly, but I don't know. That's probably the most memorable thing I've ever gotten for Christmas. And man, yeah, it's not directly related to gaming, but thousands and thousands of hours have been spent on that TV just playing shit. So that's probably mine, or definitely mine.
Yeah.
100%.
That's a good one.
So mine, I agree with you, Raz, where you say like when you're not expecting something, that's something you'll remember forever. For me, because like ever since I started like playing video games, I'd be like, that's what I want for Christmas. But what like really hooked me on was N64. And so when I got my N64 for Christmas, I was not expecting it. And we got, because I was born the year the N64 came out, so we got it late, and we got the bundle with Donkey Kong 64, and it was like the jungle green console.
Banana
Dude,
slammer.
It's the dream for any DK boy.
Dude, I
Play that on Sunday.
I'm gonna be honest, I really wanted that.
Yeah. Dude, like,
I didn't get it.
it's rare. It's kind of rare, dude. It makes me so
It's yellow,
sad.
right?
It's green. It's like neonish green that's like translucent, so you can kind of see through it. It's so
Right.
cool.
Like
and
the
it
cartridge.
I'm
confused.
The system.
Controller.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
the system.
The system and the controller are both this
Oh, wow.
like translucent green. It looks so cool. And yeah, it came with the like expansion pack like it would need to play Donkey Kong 64. And I'm so sad because when we were upgrading to I think it may have been GameCube or the next generation after that, we sold it in a garage sale. I'm like, God damn it!
Man.
Why did I sell all these games in a garage sale? It's so
Dude,
That feels
that's just how game chasing go.
it is, dude. It really is. And so now I have a replacement, but it's just the lame black one. And I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it. But yeah,
Yeah.
like that was incredible. I got it from my cousin too. So he was like, yeah, I'm the best cousin. Here you go.
Was he like
And,
an older cousin or?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's also my godfather. So he's
Okay. That makes
significantly
sense.
older than me.
So
And
are you the godson?
yeah, I am the godson. God. Yeah, so
Okay.
I mean, because of that, that was like before I was super into video games, and I think that's why DK64 is one of my favorite games because
Because it brought you back in.
yeah, dude, it was incredible experience
Set you
playing
up.
that game.
It's kind of funny because I think my most fond Christmas memory is very similar to Steve's in that like I was at the point in my life where like the N64 came out and I played some of it, but I wasn't like too crazy about it. Like for whatever reason, I was super into Pokemon at the time. So like I pretty much played handheld games and like my brother played N64 and I was like, yeah, it's whatever. And I don't remember if I asked for a GameCube or not. But we got one for Christmas, and I think that was the only time I got a video game system, a console, for Christmas. And I was like, holy crap,
Yeah.
this is great.
You're like that kid.
Let's go play it
kid
now.
opening
And my
the
friend's like,
N64.
hold on, you gotta take Christmas pictures and all that. And you're like, oh, man. But I'll never forget, like, just immediately, like, because we always did, like, Christmas at my grandparents who don't live in Texas. And it would always be, like, we would hook it up to, like, a really, like, small, like, 12-inch TV. Like, it was the smallest thing ever. And, like, me and my brother and all my cousins would just, like, cover around it, just checking out Rogue Squadron. And I was like, oh, my God, this is the coolest looking thing! And, like, I think if I hadn't gotten the GameCube, and then, like, whenever Melee came out, like, I think I would have, like, fallen off, like, completely, like, the video game thing, like, for a long time or forever. So, like, I'm really grateful that I got the GameCube that one Christmas because that, like, really ignited my passion for video games and hype and all that stuff.
That's pretty cool when you look at it like that, you know?
Yeah.
The broad picture.
I had to really think about that one.
That's cool. I remember
about you, Snow?
when I got my two video game consoles I think I got for Christmas, my N64 and my PS2. And I remember the PS2 especially being really excited because, and this is so funny now because it's so stupid, but I saw Airblade in the store with PS2.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't even know if
I've
you guys had
never
heard of
that.
Airblade. It was a launch title for PS2, and it was probably the hypest game I'd ever seen at that point in my life. It's basically Tony Hawk, but you have a hoverboard, and it's like it's just this. It's exactly what you would want in a hoverboard skating game, and it's so epic. And so I remember getting it like that. I got it for Christmas and Airblade, and I was so excited, and it was just the coolest game. And I look back now, and that game was trash. It's just absolute garbage. But
Okay, I'm watching it on YouTube right now. Looks kind of cool.
I mean, imagine, like this is probably 12 years ago or something. Like at the time, absolutely, it'd be the coolest thing.
Dude, yeah, I would be so into this if I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Like that Tony Hawk Jam, but with like a hoverboard.
Yeah,
Yo,
exactly.
yo.
Plus, like the PS2 at the time, just looked the best. So it's just like, oh, this is amazing. So that one was a big memory. But also with my N64, I remember getting an N64 and Super Mario 64. And I mean, kind of as you guys mentioned, there's just so many memories there as far as solidifying my gaming experiences. I talked about it in my top N64 video, how like my dad beat Bowser before I did. And so like, I just felt so fueled to beat him too. It's like, I gotta beat Bowser because he beat the game and it was so triumphant. This is just totally weird, but I remember I'll forever have a connection between the Rainbow Ride level in Super Mario 64 and taquitos, because I just ate a lot of taquitos when I was playing that level.
That's fantastic.
Isn't
Is
that
that
just
a Christmas memory or
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
those Christmas taquitos that Mom used to make?
not like, I guess it's like I got it for Christmas, and in that time when I was playing it, that season, and so just whenever I think of Rainbow Ride from Mario, I think of taquitos, and whenever I eat taquitos, I think of Super Mario 64. It's just
I gotta ask, Snow, are you talking about like those frozen taquitos that you could buy at the grocery store?
like the little roll up mini tacos.
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
I
about.
love those.
Dude,
I
that
used
was
to
my
eat those a
lifeblood.
lot when I was.
That was
playing
my
it.
lifeblood in high school. We'd play Smash, eat a fucking box
Yeah.
of taquitos, and then die a little bit.
So I guess I can thank taquitos for my gaming life now.
Oh,
It's just-
that is.
And without the
the name of this
taquitos,
episode.
we don't
Yeah,
know if
That's
Snow
the
be
name of this
playing
episode.
games.
I
Thank
would
you
not
for
be here today.
taquitos.
One Christmas,
They didn't sponsor me or anything.
I saw this small little box under my tree. Opened it up, fucking taquitos. Best gift ever. Thank you, gamers, for Christmas.
Oh man, there's one other little thing that I forgot to mention, because there's one year where we got the original Xbox, and it was just funny because Frank, my brother, he is like known for finding all the gifts before Christmas, like looking in the closet and stuff like that. And
This is a good story.
have I told you this?
Yeah, you've told me a story before.
Okay. So my dad is a photographer, and in our old house when I lived in New Jersey, in the basement he had his own like dark room for like developing photos and stuff. And so that's where he like started hiding stuff when Frank was like rummaging through closets and stuff like that. And so he had this box on there because Frank and I had been asking for an Xbox for a really long time. And my dad was like, nah, it's too expensive. We can't get you that. And like, I was kind of sad about that. And Frank goes into the dark room and sees this big box with nothing on it, and it's just wrapped up. And he's like, dude, we got an Xbox, dude. We got an Xbox. And I'm like, what? There's no way. And like the next day we go down there and he goes to check on it and show me. My dad, because he heard us, he got an envelope and he wrote Todd on it, which is the same cousin that got me the N64. So he tried to make it seem like he was getting it for somebody else. And I saw that and I was like, no, what has happened?
That's amazing.
Yeah. And so then on Christmas, we open up all our stuff. No Xbox to be found. And I'm like, Frank, we didn't get the Xbox. And he's like, no, I can't believe this. This is bullcrap. and then my dad's like, all right, guys, the jig is up. I've got one more thing for you. And pulls out the Xbox. So like, oh my God, I just got pranked so hard. That was amazing.
Classic, bro, Frankie.
Yeah. This is bullshit. Where's my Xbox?
That's awesome.
Yeah. How about we talk about what games you should ask for Christmas this year?
Or
That sounds like
How
a
about
good
we
thing.
talk about what you could do to give that kind of joy to your friends and family with video games.
Let me tell you, people, this is what you should get me for Christmas. All right?
Yeah.
All right,
No, I
let's
already
hear it,
have
Steve.
what I want.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, not just what you would ask for, what you should get somebody that you know likes games a bit to a lot. What you could get them, right? That's the goal.
Yeah.
Right.
Not just what you should ask for. You know what you want.
Not just
you know
to
what you
get
want.
Steve, but to get your friends and stuff.
Wait, but I
Yeah.
do want to know what Steve wants. What do you
Yeah,
want?
Steve, what do you want?
I don't know.
Too
I
long.
want an
Okay.
Xbox One. I want to play that Tomb Raider game.
Oh,
Really?
I kind of do. Because you've been talking about it a
Dude,
lot.
just wait like 6 months.
I didn't
but
say
if
it before,
somebody
but it's
gets
the
me an
best-looking
Xbox,
game
then I
of
don't have to pay
2015.
for it.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
sounds like
Yes.
Steve won't appreciate the fondue fountain I got him then.
Oh, you're the
Shit.
best.
He just wants
I
an
love a
Xbox,
fun-
whatever.
I love a fondue
Who's
fountain.
on?
Might as well return it now, Snow.
Oh, dude, I'll use this. I'll use this all year long.
Oh, man.
Real
Steve don't want it,
question-
I'll use it.
I messed up.
Real question, cheese or chocolate?
Chocolate, dude.
Oh, it's
Cheese
so
fondue,
good.
get out of here.
No,
Smell
cheese
it,
fondue.
love
Cheese
it.
fondue is actually really good.
Cheese fondue is
Yeah.
pretty hype.
So, fondue fountains aside, what games? What do you want me to start off? Because
Yeah.
I think
Games to ask for Christmas?
Yeah,
Games
like
to buy people for Christmas. The gifts. Give.
I have not been getting a lot of like physical copies of games because I've been playing a lot of just stuff on my PC, and like there hasn't been a lot on Wii U, and like Frank has the PS4, so I don't buy anything for it myself, and I haven't been playing it a ton. But I think in terms of like multiplayer fun, the 3DS had some good stuff this year. Specifically,
Dude, that's a really good point, man.
dude, Monster Hunter this year at the beginning of the year. If people haven't played that, that's a fantastic multiplayer game. Also, the boys, we've all been playing Triforce Heroes. Oh my god, that game is incredibly hilarious. Like, I can imagine sitting in a room with like all my friends having their own 3DS, and you don't even, as far as I know, you can play multiplayer download play, which is where only one person has to have a copy of the game. So you can just get all your friends with a 3DS, get one copy of that game, and play some Triforce Heroes.
That is, I think, the most fun multiplayer game I've had this year. I think it's a great like Zelda surprise. Like, wow, it's not taking itself seriously at all. It's just a good old time.
Yeah, from what I've seen of it, it looks really cool and it's so different from regular Zelda. Like, that's what was really cool to me. It's not your typical Zelda game.
Yeah, it does not take itself seriously, which I think is the perfect direction for Zelda right now. It's kind of gotten up
It
its
kind
own
of
ass.
doesn't have any of the same conventions as a lot of Zelda games, which is great.
Yeah.
It just like lets you get in there and just deal with puzzles and enemies and stuff. It's really, really fun.
Yeah. The one complaint I have about it is it seems to have some connection issues. Which, like, I don't know. We could blame it on ourselves, but I don't remember ever having those troubles when we played Monster Hunter together.
Absolutely not.
They just had it
I
down
ever
better.
liked playing that game.
Yeah, they have it down better, and I don't know. It's annoying, especially when they have the whole like region lock stuff for online with Triforce Heroes, and they're like, "Oh, it's because we want to give you a better experience." And it's like, where the fuck's that?
Yeah. Now that I think about it, it's like because of the problems we've had, it's like they knew like international play would be absolutely unplayable. So like, we got to cover this up.
Yeah. It seems like they didn't do much to fix it. They just hid the thing that was even worse.
Yep.
I don't know how local play is. I imagine it's fine because it's local.
Yeah, I could do that. I haven't tried it yet. Frank and I will probably boot that up pretty soon.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think giving someone a 3DS for Christmas is a great idea because like a regular 3DS and a 2DS are really affordable these days.
Yeah.
You could get me one. I've been like wanting one for a long time.
Dude,
So
Snow,
saying.
I'll trade you a 3DS for a fondue fountain. How about that?
Hey, Snow,
Deal.
I'll trade you subs for a
for a fondue
2DS.
fountain.
You mean it?
Yeah.
I'll give you some exposure
For
fondue
true?
fountain.
I think that like there's no reason to not have a 3DS. You know what I mean? Like, sure there
For
is,
sure,
but
dude.
like there's no excuse. There's so many good games.
Yeah,
You know,
there really are.
there was a point where it's like, what's there to play? I mean, but
Mhm.
That
it's
was-
always had good games.
That was at the very
Yeah.
beginning.
Like the Wii U
like.
is just starting to get out of that phase of like what's there to
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
But the 3DS,
And we're almost done with it. it seems
exactly. But the 3DS, yeah, it had a short window of that, and there's just so many great titles on there that like are, I don't know. Mentally, I was always like handheld games are a step below, and that's kind of dumb. But maybe it's just because of graphics, maybe it's just because of price. But like, oh, less quality, they're never as good, but they're usually pretty good. I think the 3DS has like broken my mindset for that.
Yeah.
And like it probably should have been broken way before that. But just playing a lot of those 3DS games, man, there's so much polish and so much just fun. So yeah, that'd be a great
Yeah,
gift.
and I think what's also really neat about the 3DS is like you can get a lot of retro games on there with their virtual
Mhm.
console. It's like I'm looking at a list of games that came out this year. Freaking Gunstar Heroes, Streets of Rage 2. Like, yo, it's got a great library of not just games that came out for 3DS, but just like games you could emulate on there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it has a bunch of the Zelda games too, like the handheld Zelda games, and I think it has Zelda 1. I doubt it has Zelda 2. That'd be dope. I would love
Yeah,
to play
yeah.
Zelda 2 on my
I
3DS.
I have Zelda 1 from before Club Nintendo got shut down, and I was like, I got all these coins, I gotta use it on something. I got Zelda 1.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I think we all know the best Nintendo game of the year by far was Mario Tennis.
Ah!
Got you.
No.
So we're trying to give people gifts of happiness. So
Snow is like the anti-Snow right now.
I'm being serious. No, you can like become big Mario.
That is a horrible idea. No, that I mean, I really liked the N64
Oh,
Mario
yeah.
Tennis.
That one
and
was
then
great.
I look at that and I'm just like, man,
No, I
how
was
do you?
I was thoroughly disappointed in that.
Yeah, it's so lazy. Came out with like no fanfare at all. It's gross.
It's like they knew it was bad and they're just like, all right, here it is. Let's move on.
Yeah,
Woolly World is on my wish list still. I do want to get that.
yeah. I need to pick
dude,
that up soon.
top tier game. Top tier.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie about Mario Maker. Like, played it for 3 weeks. Haven't touched it.
Yeah, dude. I wish I didn't
Yo,
buy that
for
game.
real, I honestly cannot recommend that game.
I haven't even played it since they incorporated checkpoints, and that was like a big plus. It's like, sweet, I could get back into it, but I feel like just I'm past it.
Here's the thing, guys. Like, I would recommend if you have a 3DS, you like Mario a lot, like old Mario, 2D Mario a lot, I would recommend it. Otherwise, I would say pass. It's a hard pass.
You mean a Wii U?
Because like
not
I
3DS.
like 2D Mario a lot, but like the amount of content there isn't really a lot, and there's a lot of issues with like playing other people's content.
Mhm.
They fix a lot of that with checkpoints, but I don't know. It's still kind of cumbersome to play.
Yeah. And maybe
Yeah,
I'm
they haven't
crazy.
fixed a lot of the main issues.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like Mario just controls different. Just controls kind of weird. I don't know. Especially just
No,
in the older
I totally
ones.
get you, man. The first game I have a really hard time dealing with.
Yeah. And maybe,
Yeah,
maybe it's just because his controls in that are so limited already. That's why they feel weird. But
maybe it's not that like. Oh, what I was gonna say. I think you're getting on the same thing. It's just jumping between styles sees you
Mhm.
jumping between gameplay mechanics so
Yeah.
much. Yeah, that's not particularly great.
Yeah. So don't buy anyone Mario Maker.
Yeah, sorry, I keep suggesting like really bad games.
Yeah,
No,
unless-
yeah,
I mean,
sorry.
Unless like
I'm gonna get back on
Or
the
game
exciting train. I think a really great game that's probably gonna be really affordable for the Christmas season is Transformers Devastation. I think when it came out it was like $50. I'm sure it'll drop to like 40 or 30 before it's like Christmas time, or I'm sure you can get it on sale. It's a really like, you know, quick and easy game. It's like maybe 6 hours to beat, but like what's really, really great about it is it has a ton of replay value, and there's a lot of unlockables to discover from like beating the game and all the challenge modes and all that stuff. I still pick it up from time to time because it's so well made and so much fun. Highly recommend it for anyone that like has interest in Transformers, like the G1 style Transformers, because like they work that to the bone. Like it's like true G1, and it's beautiful. And if you're into like character action or just action games, because it's a really like solid game.
Yeah, I almost I think it was kind of on sale over Black Friday. I can't remember.
Yeah,
it might have been
was.
it might have been on sale on the PlayStation Network. I came very close to buying it, and I want to, but I figure, I mean, I have a ton of games I plan to play before that, and I figure by the time I would get around to it, I can get it for cheaper. But
Yeah, man.
I'm excited. It looks really cool. I don't know like if that should be my first real character action game experience.
Dude, if I'm going to be honest, it's a really good first
Okay.
one because like they make it a little bit looser than a typical one.
Okay.
It's not too difficult.
That could be good for me then.
Platinum just makes like solid experiences, man.
Yeah, you know, we could have had Star Fox this year too for Christmas, but
Guys, let's focus on the
I'm
positive.
sorry. I just got me
No,
thinking.
I'm
This
glad-
is
I'm
this
glad it got
turned into
delayed.
a very disappointing Christmas podcast. Like it's just about all our disappointments. Yeah.
I have
What's
a
the
good one.
worst gift you've ever gotten?
I have
What
a
gift
good one
did you
that's
not get?
affordable.
Go ahead.
Downwell.
Oh yeah, I forgot to
Ooh,
talk
yeah.
about that.
Get yourself Downwell because it's $3, and on the App Store, is it still, at least for a while, it was $1? Like
Yeah,
just
I think it's $1.99 maybe.
super
regular.
solid. Either one. I haven't played the app version. Perry, did you?
I've played the app one. It's pretty good. They give you a lot of options to deal with the buttons. So like they give you default like buttons on the screen. But if you're like, man, I can't see anything, you can take those off and like you can just tap anywhere on the screen.
Oh, that's good.
Which is really cool. I think it's a really great game. And like to be honest, getting someone a Steam gift card or like if you have their Steam name, like gifting them games is a really great way to share the Christmas spirit. I think
Totally.
Oh, totally.
because there's so many good games that came out this year that are affordable to gift and are just really, really good.
Mhm.
Downwell, top of the list, I think.
Yeah, that's
just
the
in
perfect
terms
gift.
of
Yeah.
affordability and just how much value you can get out of it.
Yep, it's amazing for like the fans of people that really like Spelunky or just like the roguelite genre. If you've never played Spelunky, I actually would probably recommend that more because that game's just phenomenal. But Downwell is a really good like pick and play. It's just like quick game,
Yeah, dude.
really easy to get
That-
into. Super
Right
fun.
now, I forgot to talk about, but Downwell is definitely my pickup, like in between like games of Rocket League.
Yeah.
Just pick up a game of Downwell and get to the final boss and die and get so mad and turn it off.
Yeah.
And then I go and play Euro Truck Simulator.
It's just a circle of games. You
Yeah, I
get so
forgot to
mad
talk
at
about that.
games
It
until
makes
you
me
play a
sad.
game that you can't get mad at.
Yeah, totally.
I'm just a
Downwell-
fucking
I don't know.
yeah.
I was in a call with Steve and he was playing that and all he was doing was yelling.
No, it's just
Turn your
the
signal on. God
Ausfahrt,
damn it.
dude. The Ausfahrt.
He's just getting into character. That's just Euro truck
Yeah.
drivers. just yell at people.
On a more serious note, do you guys think that it's worth picking up a PS4 or Xbox One for people that don't have it already?
Good question.
I think PS4 is getting to the point where, like, if you're into, like, fighting games and stuff, it's getting to the point where, like, you kind of need to start thinking about picking one up.
Mhm.
They just dropped the price for $50. I think it's like $2.99 right now. That's a really good deal. I'm gonna have to get one probably sometime next year, though.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like, it's a weird situation for next gen consoles because, like, if you have a decent computer, most of the games that come out on those consoles are for your computer as
Mhm.
well. I don't know. I would recommend it if you have friends that have them and you want to play multiplayer games with them. But besides that, I'd say like if you can find a good deal, that's probably about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say get Steam games or I don't know, a Wii U.
Literally the only thing that's like a must buy for me, which I think it came out at the beginning of this year, is Bloodborne, and I have it.
Yeah.
I just want to play the other. I wanted to play
play
Demon Souls before I get to Bloodborne.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean,
I can't wait to play that.
It's like how many good exclusive games does a console need to have like on the back burner for it to be worthwhile? And then after that, how many regular exclusive releases does it need to have of solid games for it to be worthwhile?
I feel like it needs at least like 3 to 5 like already out.
Then I think it's there.
And then like maybe 5 in the future, because like I think PS4 is definitely there for me. I have an Xbox One. I have like I think 3 exclusives for it. I am beyond content with it. It is a great system. But I kind of regret not getting a PS4 instead.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I say that is because like Street Fighter V looks really, really good, and I can't run it on my PC.
You definitely got to weigh it, right? Because like Bloodborne was probably the closest I've been to buying one for it. It's still really hard for me to justify it just because it is such a big purchase, and then like games are just expensive in general. I mean, I'm obviously more of an indie boy, so I like spending cheap money on games and I can just play them all on Steam, but the exclusives are pretty enticing. Like, Bloodborne's definitely a good one. We were talking about Tomb Raider, like Sunset Overdrive.
Dude, Sunset Overdrive makes Xbox One, in my humble opinion.
So Sunset Overdrive, is that exclusive right now? Or
dude, it's going to remain exclusive, too.
There were rumors of it coming to PC.
Yeah, it's not.
But it won't come to PS4.
Oh no!
What?
I don't believe so.
It'll never come to PS4.
But also as an indie boy, like Cuphead coming to Xbox first, you know, like that's a big draw for me.
That's a big win.
So you have to weigh the exclusives.
It's really a mixed bag. But if I'm going to be honest, if you wanted a good console, I'd say Wii U has the most like exclusive great games that you will have a good time with. Because like I think there's games on both Xbox One and PS4 that are exclusive that are really, really niche. I don't think they appeal to like a broad audience. The Nintendo ones can appeal to almost everybody.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Like maybe this is out of my own ignorance, but I feel like last generation, like picking up like a Nintendo console and just playing everything else on your PC. Like, I feel like that wasn't as much in the conversation last generation. But now it's like, you hear people all the time, like, get a Wii U, everything else on PC. So, it's just kind of weird that I feel like that's happened. But like I said, could be out of my own ignorance that,
I don't know. I think there's some truth to that. But I think it really comes down to, like, what you want out of a console. Because, like, when I bought my Xbox One, I was thinking to myself, I was like, do I either want to wait a couple years and get a computer upgrade or, like, buy a new console now? And I was like, I'll get a new console.
Yeah.
Because my computer pretty much, like, it's not, like, dirt, but it's just getting older. You know? So I was just like, I'll just wait. I'll wait till it dies, and then I'll buy a new computer.
And now we got Steam machines to think about, too, for people who are not ready to make a full jump.
I don't think that's
PC.
worth it, man.
They're not.
They're too expensive, and what you get out of it is a very like modest computer.
Yeah, I mean, because we can tell that because we're enthusiasts, but for the average person, I don't know. Maybe some parents will be picking up Steam machines for their kids who don't know anything about building a computer.
If I'm gonna be honest, like, I would suggest like anyone to get a Wii U, because like if you only have like one TV in your household, you can play off TV for like a good 65% of your games. Like, there's just so much more value.
That's
to
true.
It. Like, if
I've done that where
younger or in a family, or you have to share a TV or something.
Yeah, someone's watching TV. You can just play games on the handheld.
Dude, and it's like, I think my favorite thing about the Wii U is like, you're like getting ready to go to bed, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna play a little bit of Smash before I go to sleep. You pop on, get your little gamepad, cozy up, and you just play a couple rounds. It's amazing.
You can even plug it in your car with the plug-in jack for road trips.
Dude, that is the coolest thing. That
How sick is that?
Kind of beats a 3DS in a way.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's similar, but what do you guys? Sorry, I don't want to change, but like, what do you guys think about Fallout 4? For those that haven't bought it yet, is it worth as a Christmas ask?
I'll leave that between Raz and Perry because I haven't played enough of it to. Really
I have not played it at all. It's on my wish list, so I'm kind of asking for me.
I would say get Metal Gear Solid 5.
Really?
If you want an open world game. I don't know.
I would disagree.
Like
but I didn't play as I think you've probably played both games more than I have. Like I've probably played more Fallout than you, but I have probably I only put like 5 to 10 hours in Metal Gear Solid 5.
I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot more cooler moments in 5, and the actual open world is great.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It depends what you're looking for. I guess
if you're like wanting a GTA game, like a really like bustling open world and like crazy action sequences, I would highly recommend MGS 5 over Fallout. But
you want to just stumble over shit. You want to just stumble over shit, then Fallout. It's like, but I didn't do a good job. But
I think my problem with Fallout is like it still needs some more patches. It needs some mods for it to be great. Still,
yeah, I would say if you get it, don't get it on console.
Yeah. I've had some frustrating frame rate drops from what I've played.
Dude, yeah. I've also just had some terrible like glitches, like glitching through walls. And I mean, so what happens is it can't always it can't handle like a ton of enemies loaded at the same time. Is what I assume. It's just when you have too many things moving, and that makes sense. That would be somewhat taxing in a huge world. But like I'm playing a charismatic stealth character, so like I don't kill a ton of shit, or I try not to. But so I leave a lot of enemies alive, and it just gets to the point where all of them get loaded, and I'm working through an area, and then randomly I'll just fall through a floor because it can't like it just can't deal with it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yesterday I like fell through a floor and then was in a room that like had 2 master lock doors, and those were the only way out. So I was stuck in this room that I couldn't get out of, so I had to fast travel out. But stuff like that can get pretty annoying.
But I loved Fallout 3 and Skyrim both. I did everything in those games. Like I did every single side quest, everything I could. So I got deeply into both of those worlds. So I think I would enjoy it. But those, it's just the Bethesda thing, man. Like I know we've talked about this before, just like offcast, but it's so weird to me that like it's okay because it's just Bethesda.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just like there's so much in the game. It's hard to like play test everything, I guess.
Yeah.
There's not enough time if you got a due date.
Yeah.
I don't know. So like I guess they get a pass easier than most companies, but I don't think it excuses it because it kind of hinders the game. It's not as bad as New Vegas at launch, but it could be a lot better.
Well, it's probably starting to weigh on people, right? Where they go, gosh, like they continually do this, so it's starting to rag on them.
I popped it when I got the game. I popped it in. I had a great time for like about 20 hours. Didn't have a lot of problems, and then all of a sudden I started noticing so many problems, and I was like, man.
That's what happened to me in Skyrim. I had like no problems up until like 15 or so hours, and then mammoths started flying. So,
Yeah,
that was the best glitch in that game.
I was having glitches where I couldn't see my Vault Pip-Boy. I couldn't see it. Like I'd pop open the menu and it would just be translucent. I was like, "What do you want from me?"
Dang.
Yeah. There's just like a lot of like weird glitches and stuff. But did you buy those games at launch before, like Fallout 3 and Skyrim?
No, both of them I got pretty late into them. But
I would say wait then.
yeah, well, they both were on Xbox 360. I would get Fallout 4 on PC, but I'm okay waiting too. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just wait till
I
a
think
big
it still
mod
would
comes out.
make for a great Christmas gift, just because there's a lot of like intrinsic value and like replayability into the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'd say like if you're wanting to give someone something that's not gonna stress them out or make them mad, don't give them Fallout 4.
If anything, Fallout, playing what I have played, which is about 5 or 6 hours or so, is that I really want a new Elder Scrolls game instead, because I'm just a bigger Elder Scrolls guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kind of feel that.
I'm more of a Fallout guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Fallout. I don't know. It's kind of a shitty reason, but like I like having a little bit of direction. I don't know. I just feel like a world like Skyrim is more fun to explore because there's all these like crazy set pieces, and I guess like I haven't played enough Fallout to really judge it on that, but it's just like I don't know. I guess I'm not a huge fan of the setting and that there's just garbage and trash everywhere.
Yeah.
It
I'm
just kind of all looks the
completely-
same to me.
I'm completely
true.
the opposite on that. So I don't know. I think it's a personal preference kind of
Yeah.
situation.
Well, that's why.
But I
that's
will
why they
say-
make both, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say there's some great multiplayer games that you can get for pretty cheap that are great gifts, and I think two of which that fit this category perfectly are Rivals of Ether and Rocket League.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
did
think they're both like $20 or under, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
Rocket League's at 20 right now. I have no idea
Rivals
about
is 15,
Rivals.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Another game.
Yeah.
Gosh, it might have come out last year. Still a good one. Lethal League. Did
Yeah,
it
that
come
was
out
last
last year?
year.
Hey, throw that in there, man.
Yeah.
It's
Still good.
It's great.
Duck
Yeah.
Game.
Duck
Was
Game.
Duck
Oh,
Game
Duck
this year?
Game's a great one.
Did that come out this
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out
Duck
this
Game
year.
Game of the Year.
Oh yeah, dude.
Personally, I had the most fun with that one. I mean, Rivals is really, really cool, and like I love what it's doing. I'm not the best at it. Rocket League
Yeah.
is like fun, and I'm also not good at it. But like Duck Game is just so
Rivals-
silly and in just the right way, and I love it.
Rivals is
So-
also still early access.
Yeah.
and kind of limited. You can only play 1-on-1 and stuff like that. Which
Yeah.
isn't. It's Rivals is the best example of early access, but it's still early access.
Right.
I think what's great about Rivals is like it's a great way to play Smash if you don't own a Nintendo console. Like you can
Totally.
just get on your PC, and it's not like the value version of Smash. In some ways, I think it's a little bit better. So it's a really great game, and it's worth getting for someone, and it's worth playing with friends. I think. But I think like when I'm just like kind of glancing over my Steam library, and it kind of dawned on me because I just got this for a family member for his birthday. Freaking Shovel Knight is physical copies are out now.
Oh,
shit,
I think
that'd be a great.
That
game.
is one of the best Christmas gifts you can give someone
Oh,
this year, like, for whatever
dang.
console.
Plague of Shadows, boy.
'Cause
Yeah.
it comes with it preloaded.
Wow. I might pick one up for Wii U just to have a physical copy of Shovel Knight so I can have it forever on my shelf.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a 3DS one.
Yeah.
I think that's a great value. You get 2 campaigns, and it's like I think it's like $24 about, or that's how much the 3DS one. That's the one I bought.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the Wii U one's the same price, and I think they're out for like Xbox One, PS4,
Yeah, it's on
Xbox
everything.
360,
It's on
PS3.
Vita, I think.
Yeah, it's on Vita.
I
Wow.
believe it
You
is.
know it's big.
That's a good
Wow.
call,
You
though.
know
Barry,
it's
yeah.
big. Here's another suggestion. If you know a PS4 owner, and maybe they just play FIFA and Madden and don't know a lot of good games, Until Dawn. But maybe don't buy it for
Yeah.
them. Just like rent it at Redbox, gift it, give it to them, have them play it on Christmas Day, and then return it. Because it's a great game.
Take it back from them.
You know what that would be good for, Raz? Is like when you get all the family together and you go rent it.
Yeah,
That's
just
like
have,
your
like, a good
Christmas
old, like-
movie.
it'd be like the movie.
Play
Yeah.
Until
Oh, yeah.
Dawn.
Yeah, it would be like playing a movie
It's like,
together. Like that would be a really fun
Why
experience.
watch Christmas Story 8 times when you can play Until Dawn.
For the millionth time.
Why watch Krampus
Why watch
when you could go play Until Dawn?
I like.
Yeah.
I think it's a game that every PS4 owner should play because it's a lot of fun.
Yo,
Really interesting.
I'm super jealous.
But like, it is a pretty steep price. Yeah, it's a pretty steep. I mean, $60 for 8 hours. Some people find that hard to justify. So if you're like us and you're scroungers and don't have a ton of money to spend on everyone, that might be hard to do. But if you know a PS4 owner who hasn't played it, I think it's worthwhile to put the game in their hands in some way, whether you do buy them the game or Redbox it. I think it's an experience that you might as well do, Steve.
There's something to be said for quote unquote watching a game together. Like I did that with my friend. We played through Dead Space together, and it was more just he watched and I played, but we turned out the lights and like on purpose. There's something just fun about like getting scared together, but in a game, and it's a little different than just like watching a scary movie.
See, I did that with RE4 with my friends, except like the first time I played it where a friend was watching me, and then the second time I was watching a friend who had no idea what was going on. So I was just like a little devil, like, get ready for this corner, bitch, like, and shit like that. So yeah, that's a very, very interesting and fun experience, I think.
Good call.
Yeah, so I think that about wraps it up.
I mean, that's a lot of games. Hopefully, I'll buy all those.
Well, if
I
you
think
can,
we had a pretty good discussion on like what would be a reasonable buy as well.
Yeah.
And look, I mean, maybe you buy 1 or 2 or 10 gifts for yourself.
It's okay to admit it.
It's okay to admit it.
Oh my god.
The meme life is real right now.
Yep.
What were you saying, right?
It's okay, guys. Mitch just tweeted that he sat in a $17,000 chair, so we know what he was doing.
He's alive.
Wow, Krampus is really
treating
showing
him,
on the
dude.
life tonight.
He's treating him. You guys have anything else to say about Christmas other than looking forward to it?
Just don't drink in game.
You know what?
Play it safe.
I just
I'm
hope
just
you have
gonna
a merry one.
put it out there. I am Santa, so I'll be seeing you this Christmas.
I thought you were gonna
Santa a hobo confirmed.
I thought you were gonna say my Steam ID is Stevo Hobo. If you want to gift me anything, I am accepting.
I just hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, boys. Just everybody.
Yeah, man,
And a happy Hanukkah, and a happy Kwanzaa, you know.
Just Christmas.
Oh,
And a happy
okay.
New Year.
Shit. But yeah, man, have a good time doing whatever you do in December. It's a good month. Except I hope it doesn't snow except like on Christmas Day. Fucking
Yeah.
That's the best.
you just get it on Christmas Day and then it's gone by New Year's. That's the dream.
Totally.
A 6-day winter.
And you know what? I'm just super glad we got snomaN to do this special Christmas cast with us.
Yeah. If you dig this combination of folks, but also wish that there was a little more foreignness in it, a few days from now, there's going to be a podcast on snomaN's channel. You want to talk about that at all, Snow?
Oh, snap!
Or Jesse, can you edit out all those awkward silences? Or?
we got a Snowcast GameBoys crossover on snomaN. Surprise, that's the Snowcast.
Did I sell you down the river there? Or
No. Like, it's cool. I totally, especially since it's like just a couple of days away, I want to tell you about it. Yeah, if you like these boys, if you like me boys, and you're a boy, check out the cast.
Yeah, dude.
That was beautiful.
Viewers are very many. It's a very fun one. It's an interesting one. It's different. I won't spoil anything.
Yeah, I won't
it's
spoil,
special.
but I will say it's very different than a typical cast, but in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
And Mitch is there.
And Mitch is there.
That's true. He is. It's all 5
He's
of
there
us.
in the future.
Yeah.
He comes
future,
back
shit
from
past.
Krampus's death.
Check out Snow's channel as well, because Snow is super hot right now with content. All the best analytical, fun stuff. Really killing it. I love Snow is one of my favorites, honestly.
Aw.
Yeah.
Check him
Snow-
out.
I think Snow's got some special content coming out for like specifically this month. Do you want to talk about any of that? You want to hype that up a little bit?
I mean, it's just the stuff I've been saying. So I got the Snowcast coming. I got Snow Globes at the end of the year.
What's a snow globe?
So the
Snow?
Snow Globes are my video game awards for the year. I give out awards. Maybe some of the ones that we just talked about on this cast might be in there. And you may even have some guests on there. But
Two of
no,
us.
it's a grand old time. You know, we talk about games of the year that are great, and then I try and have guests on there, so you'll see some familiar faces, and it's a grand old time.
Check it out.
You guys make me blush. But Steve, if I were hot, I would melt. So
Same.
I don't want you to melt though, because then I'd be sad.
just keep me in your freezer.
All right. I got you, boy.
No.
Ice cold. Well, so
right.
yeah,
But yeah,
we all have channels. You should check us out individually. There's Peridactyl. His Twitter handle is @PeridactylShow. Right?
Yep.
There's Steve. His Twitter handle is @SteveOHobo.
Yeah.
I'm Raz. Mine is @RazButenshow. For
Yep.
now.
Check out Mitch as well. Heavy XI'd on Twitter. Mitch just put out a hot new video yesterday on Spec Ops: The Line. Awesome video. I really recommend
make sure
checking that out.
make sure you tweet at Mitch. Hey, how is Krampus
Oh yeah.
treating you?
Hashtag
everybody.
Krampus. Hashtag Mitch X
Krampus.
Krampus.
And I'm @snomaN Gaming on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
So just saying.
We don't care that much about Snow.
Sorry, I thought we already finished your
Before
plug.
we get going for good, guys, do y'all have anything you want to hype up before the year ends, like any videos or anything like that?
I should have a video out soon. I was shooting for this weekend, but I don't know if it will happen this weekend. Or we're in the future right now.
Yeah, we're in the future.
It may be out when this podcast comes out. Probably not. It'll probably come out a few days afterwards. That's what I'm shooting for.
Keep your eye out for Rasputin and other people's stuff.
Same.
But we'll see. I have nothing right now. So I'm hoping to have something just after the new year come out. We'll see. Christmas can be a busy ass time.
Yeah.
So
I have one video that's going to be out for sure this month, and it's going to be out before this podcast probably. I have one or two other videos I want to try to get out before the year ends, but like Raz said, it's a really busy time of the year. Stuff comes up, you know, Christmas shopping, family, all that kind of jazz. So we'll see. But there should be a lot of content coming soon.
Yeah, I got one.
So that's definitely
right before
to get
this
hyped.
podcast that's on speedrunning. So
Woo!
there you go.
This is news to me.
Yeah.
Hot news at the Game Boys.
Yep. Hot off the
You heard it here
presses.
first.
You heard it here first. This video came out 5 days ago.
Anyways, guys, thanks again so much for listening to the podcast. I hope you had a great time. Hope you check out snomaN. He makes great stuff. And check us out on the Snowcast. And as always, if you're listening on iTunes, make sure to like and comment and all that stuff. And same thing on YouTube. We really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great Christmas. Thanks so much for listening.
have a good night, everybody.
Christmas, everybody.